give another amazing round of applause for our so now we're just going to open it up for a pretty quick and easy question and answer. And just to be silly and to, ask something silly. What is your favorite midnight snack?
My lady will love this answer. Food.
Food, everybody!
Lemon pound cake.
Anything with peanut butter and chocolate. Preferably like a sandwich and s'mores. Yeah.
So this time now is really for. What am I doing now? This time is really for people who want to. This is. How does this work? So this is really your time to be in community and converse with these three very different and very powerful writers, right? So literary writing isn't just spoken word or writing plays or writing books. It's a variety of things, and I think you did a really, the people who are up here really show the spectrum of writing and the power of words in different formats. So if you want to come up and use the mic, I heard that you pointed away from the speaker when you speak. You can do that, or you can just raise your hand and talk with your loud, beautiful voice. So any questions, insights you're looking for, more information about their upcoming works, this is the time to ask.
Hello. I was very excited about this man's performance. I thought it was phenomenal. But I do have a question. For you as a youth artist in New Haven, as a poet, what is that like for you to, as being 16 years old, oh, I didn't know that, but as being a 16-year-old, growing up in New Haven, and you come up here and you spit a lot of hard truths. Where does that come from for you inside you?
Alright. Believe it or not, so I didn't know that. But I'm kind of surprisingly new to this whole poetry. Like to the performance thing. Like this is my first time performing. Like I always wrote poems, but like for myself to express things I couldn't talk about. But it seems like everybody else is talking about it, so why not express it? But I'm surprised that everybody's surprised that I do what I do. So for me, it's just shining, I guess. Yeah.
So I do a lot of reading about writing, and there's this whole spectrum of theories from sort of like, you have to write every day, to you should feel the need to write every day, to like, just write when you feel like it. I would love to hear from each of you your experience about like, what caused you to write, and if that happens often, or if you feel like you do it as a job when you don't want to, because that helps, just whatever calls you to that.
No pressure. I like to view myself as an unconventional writer, just because I wrote fiction in a month and a half, so it just came out. I feel like I channel a lot of different voices very easily because I'm a people person. I love people, and I feel like I take every experience I remember. I have a crazy memory. Like that's how I survived college. Like I remember. So I'm gonna be able to access all the different type of voices very easily. So dialogue, I got you. But something that just comes out that I can't explain is definitely poetry. There is some poetry in fiction, as you saw on the open mic and the boys on the train. So I channeled that in those scenes. But that I can't even explain why or when or where. It just happens. I dream a lot. I write down my dreams and I write them as proses. You know, I write them in stanzas. My dreams, that is. So I'm like, oh, that looks like a poem. All right, let's make a poem out of it. That kind of thing. But I love to co-create with other people. I met someone today that was just like, I have a book, I want to make it a play. I'm like, let's do this because I just can connect with people. I'm very empathetic, so that helps. I love assignments though. It's not like if someone came to me and was like, can you write this? I'm like, yeah, let's do it, let's go. So I think I love to be the I guess platform for other voices. That's me. Yeah, it's not like I know my sister's a poet and she has to write, you know. But me, I when you give me something to write, I will. Like I want to express other people's voices, other people's opinions, the different voices, just different people, marginalized groups, just because I want to increase empathy in the world. So I want to tell as many stories as possible. That's why I hold it over.
I write. If you give me something like something to write about, like a category, I can't. It's just no. But if I see something or go through something, experience something, that's something I can really deeply write about. I like people inspire me, like when I was in Rocket Club, she recorded the poem also, and I was like, oh my, and so I was like, oh, I gotta do some of that. But the poetry. So, and Earl Sweatshirt, he's in Wolfgang's rapper, the way he plays on words and stuff, and I was like, wow. And, you know, the dude in the back. I forgot his name. No, I forgot his name. Right there. Yeah, Jason. I heard his poem. Oh my gosh, I was so inspired. That's all. 3 people. Those are 3 people that really got me the way writing the way I do today. But yeah, I write based off experiences that I really can't talk about. But now I talk about like social injustice and being an African American, how I'm really struggling to live right now.
I will say my writing style has definitely developed and evolved over the years. The first time I ever wrote anything down in structure was December of 2002, prior to my first deployment to Iraq. So that's January 2003. Before that, I'm a freestyler, so like I can mimic a lot of sounds, I can sing a little bit, and I was like, I need to write some of these thoughts down. So I wrote down my first rhyme, and it sounded kind of like a nursery rhyme. I still remember it. It's your boy Young Hawk with some brand new material, messing up your morning like a soggy bowl of cereal. So like, it was the beginning of me structuring my thoughts and my rhymes, and then still trying to be true to myself. So like, I'm funny, I'm lighthearted, and I love food, as you guys already know. So it was where I started with my writing process. I wanted to be true to myself, but I still was influenced by my environment. And I was about 23 years old at that time. Fast forward 10 years later, to keep my pen sharp, I constantly freestyle in my head. So my conversation as I talk to people will be in rhyme or alliteration or thinking of the context that I'm presenting in, whether or not I can convey more messages with less words. So double entendres, triple entendres within my conversation on a daily basis. And what I also do to give myself an outlet, because I don't always want to write a song, even though I love writing songs, I started writing books. So I have a couple pages, like 10 to 15 pages, started in like 3 different books of stories that I picked. One's about basic training, one's about me and my sister and how we compete as athletes. She ended up going D3 and actually doing something. I was all right. But just that kind of stuff, diversifying where I put my creative pen. So I don't feel limited, and like you were asking, I don't feel forced to create. The music comes, and when it comes, I can create and put it together and make it beautiful. And when I still have that energy to write, but don't have the outlet, I have other projects that I've created that I can go to and say, well, let me write a little bit in here, or let me write a little bit over here, and then give myself some room from it so that I can critique myself. Another tip to give all writers out there, no draft is the final draft. Everything can be remixed. The only thing that you have to temper is how much you remix it. I say the first draft is never the one that you stick with. There's always something that you can add to it, or something that someone will add to it for you. But then past that, be comfortable with what you've created and know that it's your product. So people are only going to believe in it as much as you do. That's it.
All right, cool. Yes.
So I feel like you all have chosen fairly politicized content to write about. I was wondering how you choose the content that you write about and why, and do you ever explore other perspectives, like not American, I guess, basically, Coach Hawk, I guess that you explore other perspectives outside of the United States because of your experiences, but do you ever look at other world struggles, or basically, I guess is my question.
To answer the first part of your question, you asked what was the motivation behind my writing and what made me pick the topics that I picked, if I understand correctly? Kids. My motivation of making music, putting out music, are children. They have way too much stuff that they're being forced by us as adults to listen to, and from society and media. You know, we've created the need to be objectified and to belittle and to other. And my goal in my music is to make everybody feel good and give everybody a voice and champion the underdog. So that's my mission behind it. Now my lifestyle and what I've been through gives you the content in which I could deliver that message, if that makes sense. Is that a good answer? Don't pass the mic.
What I write about mainly has to do with myself, because I feel like if I write about a different issue that I cannot relate to, then I think I'm not qualified to really talk about that. So there's something happening like in France or Iraq, I can't really go in depth the way I deal with my poetry when I talk about African American struggles and something like that.
I like to explore. I write about a lot of different things. I have a short film featuring a bisexual female and a lesbian and their struggle to identify with themselves and not conform to society. I have a documentary out about Cleveland artists who are all trying to save their building. Just a moment in fiction I think it's maybe an eighth in French. I have a couple French characters and then maybe another eighth in Spanish. So I try to, because I have a lot of international friends. My best friend's here, he's Lebanese. What's up, Ramsey? Thank you for filming. Yeah, give it up. So I try to include a lot of different cultures just because I'm first generation Nigerian. So I was raised by immigrants. I was raised by the other. And I understand the struggle. And it's hard because America's supposed to be international. It's supposed to be everyone and everything. So I don't just do the American view just because I like to try to express everyone else as well. And just to, I don't know, I guess that's how I was raised, that's why I'm around, and that's what I'm used to. So it's just, we all have different styles. Like, all our answers are so different, but very similar as well. I'm really loving this just because we're a good representation of what the world should be and what we should all try to do. So thank you for all the questions. Thank you. Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this on up, but I wanted to give each of you just another minute. If you have an event coming up or another website, want to grab somebody to remind people of when your events are. Of course, we'll post things up on the Literary Happy Hour Facebook page. If you haven't liked it, you better like it. But yeah, I just want to give you each a moment if you want to share when Coach coming out and the next thing we're going to show.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to give a big up to Sam Oliver and Bill Gunn. They don't they're individuals that make our group a whole, and they're not on the media as much as I am. I call it media, social media. Not on there as much as I am, promoting and pushing this dream because they're really supporting mine. So I just wanted to say that before I said the rest of the stuff. All social media, the letter I, the letter A, the letter M, the rest are all letters too, so I'm not gonna say letter COACHHAWK. I am Coach Hawk on everything. You look on any medium, you'll be able to find me. And if you find me, you'll find us. All of our show dates are listed. And some links to some free music as well as some things for purchase. So stay tuned and thank you.
I go to Common Ground High School, so not really like a grown up like I always gonna win. I'm coming out on my poetry book. It's out, but food for thought, every edited. I'm coming out with my poetry book. It's called A Minority Problem. Highlighted itsy, so it's a minor problem. So I'm coming out on my poetry book. Also, I'm in this absolute program where we actually make a podcast on SoundCloud, and one of the sessions, I'm going to be reading some poetry. So, you got my point.
Where did you find that?
My book?
Where did you find it?
I'm saying, like, I'm not a grown-up, so I'll be, like, local poetry, whatever, and I'll be selling the book for $5.
Alright. What did you decide? Where can we find you?
My name on Facebook is Santa Dusapor. You probably can't spell it though, so if you just ask me, I'll get you to it. And and Facebook.
Instagram.
And Instagram, little Eddie. Little Discord Instagram. Yeah.
ITTY?
Yep.
Okay.
ITTY. Little underscore ITTY.
You got that?
You got it.
We got it. I pumped myself like 3 times today. This is just so funny. But Ogechi Musa, if you go on, the best place to follow my stuff is my Facebook page, OGECHI and from there you can see other links to other things. But that's the best place. Go like it. There's a lot of things on that page that you can explore a little bit more. And then, as I said earlier, I have a Yale screening February 25th. African American House. So that's when you can see the full film, and that's it for this month at least. So just follow the page so that I can keep everyone updated. And if you're an actress or if you're in filmmaking and you want to co-create, hit me up, all right? Hit me up so we can work together because I love collaborating and co-creating. So yeah, thank you, Hanifa. Give it up for her.